Already Tracy the challenge to set up stealth, reinforced locks, unintimidating, and 15 minutes. It's set up, and for the most part, unintimidating isn't really going to be all that problematic, but it's also 15 minutes, which for setup isn't really going to be all that problematic since it's not really a large map, and it's highly unlikely that we're going to have any problems with that. So, finally, there's reinforced locks, which really does not matter. But what matters right now is that hopefully we won't have a guard right in front of us because it's, well, set up so ideally we don't shoot anyone, and because of that we, well, could only hostage or knock people out. And because we can't hostage, that leaves us with effectively only one choice, and that's not really all that great of an option. Now, if we could actually go up through here, that would be absolutely fantastic, so we're just gonna go through here. For some reason, Cyber has chosen to loop that camera, but we're just gonna ignore whatever that was. And once you walk away over there, we'll just get this lock picked over here, which seemingly Cyber has not actually gotten to the alarms yet, so we're just gonna quickly go over here. We're gonna duck behind a chair because obviously it's not gonna be suspicious in this case. And then we'll just lockpick the power box open. Because this is perfectly valid and no one's gonna care, which is rather hilarious, but at the same time it's perfectly, well, fine. So we're gonna get this rewired. Presumably Cyber's gonna be lockpicking the windows up over there. And then afterwards, we're just gonna run up over there, and then afterwards, presumably join in over there. Which, if Cyber could actually start lockpicking one of the windows, that would be quite nice. So we're just gonna wait over here as we go up through here, and then afterwards wait over here for... Well, it would be a great shame if we turn our guard towards Cyber, which might have made things a bit slower, but we'll just go through here. It's gonna become open, and then we're gonna get stuck on it for some reason before we lure that camera an awful lot, which is generally not all that advisable, but I suppose in this case it works out. So we're just gonna quickly go upstairs and hopefully the camera operator's gonna be over there, because otherwise it's gonna be downstairs. And if it's gonna be downstairs, it's gonna be in that one spot, which is not all that convenient, and of course it's not. So we're just gonna quickly go downstairs and then awkwardly try and avoid getting caught, despite the 4 guards that are roaming about on this floor, which does not exactly inspire confidence, but if we can actually get in here, knock them out, and hack the cameras over here, that'll be quite nice. And I suppose in a sense we don't actually have to knock them out, since we're not really actually trespassing in here, which is generally a great thing, so we're just gonna quickly, well, get that. And then now in theory we could just clear every single guard to ever exist, but we're gonna hold off on that for just a bit. And we're gonna search the files for now before we actually consider doing anything. Which is fine, so there is one more. Well, the guard's in an awfully great spot, so we're just gonna take care of it while Cyber finds where presumably the last file is, because we would like to go downstairs right now, because that's probably what we should be doing at this point. Right then, sure. We're gonna search the last file instead, which... A massive congratulations to Cyber over there with actually hostaging a guard over there and getting a radio, but we're gonna search the files over here. For some reason, the door was left open, which is all in all an absolutely great idea for not getting caught, but we'll start with the connection over here, and then afterwards we're just gonna quickly go upstairs and wait for the safe. And I suppose since everything's working out just fine, we shan't question it all too much. Mainly because there's really no reason to. So we're just gonna go through here now. We're gonna go upstairs over here. You're gonna not cause any problems, and then we're gonna go over here. We're gonna get this open over here. And as we awkwardly wait over here, we'll get this cracked over here, which I suppose we could just leave the door open so that Cyber could maybe help us out, but for the most part we should genuinely consider not doing that, since the guards could very well walk by right now, and that's not all that great for not getting caught. But we'll just go over here, we'll grab the cash, and then we'll run out through there, which I suppose we could have taken all of the guards, but then again we didn't need to so far, so we're just gonna run through here. Absolutely no one's gonna care, and then we'll just run through here, and then we're gonna get out of here. And for some reason, Cyber thinks it's a good idea to jump over there, but regardless, that's daily challenge just over 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Cheers everyone, have a great time!